Hello everyone and welcome to Seated Core Stability. I got our tunes going. If they're too loud, too quiet, let me know. We're gonna get started in our chairs on our seats. So let's start by just getting grounded here into our space. So start sitting nice and tall, feet flat to the floor, shoulders stacked over your hips, arms by your sides. Take a nice big inhale as you reach your arms out to the sides and over the head. And exhale as you reach your arms down by your sides. Just taking a couple deep breaths as we do this. Moving at your pace. Inhaling, arms sweep up. Exhaling, arms float down. And now as we do this, think about tying your core into your breath cycle. So as you exhale, I want you to think about pulling your belly button into your spine. And as you inhale, let that release a little bit. Getting your core activated. You can activate your core in any position, and we're going to start from our foundation, our seated position here today. All right, next time you are ready, just go ahead and let your hands fall down by your sides, or you can rest them on your lap, arms of your chair, whatever you have. And we're going to do heel lifts and lowers. We're going to do one at a time. So right heel lifts off the ground, right toe staying on the ground. Drop it down, then left heel lifts off the ground, drop it down, and just every other. This is a little bit of ankle mobility as well as calf engagement. Just kind of loosening up the lower body here. Maybe play with how high your heel lifts. Try to make it a soft landing. And then go ahead, let your feet fall flat. Take your arms into a W. So you can start with your cactus goalpost arms, elbows directly outside the shoulders, palms face forward, fingertips up, L shape with those arms. And then just drop your elbows down a couple inches so that they're lower than the shoulders. And we squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. So when you squeeze the shoulder blades together, you're feeling a contraction through the upper back and a stretch through the chest and the shoulders, front of the shoulders. Think about doing this with your breath. Exhale as you pull those shoulder blades back. Inhale as you release. Got it. Warming up the upper body here. And when you're ready, let your arms fall down by your sides. I want them to hang nice and long, and we're gonna do a neck stretch, tilting our head left and right. So keep your shoulders down and back, and then tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Come back up through center, tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Come back up through center. And just keep going back and forth, kind of taking it at your pace. So you don't wanna go super fast so that you're bobbleheading here, but just enough so you get a nice stretch. Once you feel that stretch activate, coming back through center. Breathing as you go through. And when you're ready, we're gonna take this to neck circles. So keep your arms down long by your sides, right ear comes towards right shoulder, nose points down, chin tucks to chest, left ear, left shoulder, and then instead of tilting your head back to get the stretch through the front of your neck, think about pulling your chin forward and then up to get a nice stretch through the front of the neck. And just go through this at your pace. Arms hang heavy, which helps keep the shoulders away from the ears and lets you get a deeper stretch through the neck without tension through the upper back and the neck. Taking it at your pace. And reverse directions. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, chin up and forward. Finding where it feels good for you. And when you're ready, sit nice and tall. Hands can come to your lap. So I want your hands on your thighs. We're gonna take it to a seated cat-cow to loosen up the spine, the core a little bit more. So for cat-cow, we'll start nice, tall back, head in line with your spine, sitting nice and tall at a big inhale. On your exhale, crunch your chin towards your chest, push your spine back, shoulders roll forward. And then on your inhale, push your belly forward, roll your shoulders down and back, nose points forward. Go through with your breath cycle, letting it be what it needs to be for you. Take it with the pace of your breath, arching that spine back to exhale, pushing the belly forward, filling the lungs with the inhale. And when you're ready, sit nice and tall, and we will take it to shoulder circles. So your arms can stay on your lap or they can hang down long by your sides here. You're gonna shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, press your shoulders back, drop them down nice and low, and then bring them forward. And we're gonna do that in a circular motion, nice and seamless. And reverse directions, shoulders up and forward, down and then back. We hold a lot of tension here, just trying to loosen it up. This is the first place we tense when it's cold or we're stressed. We want to shrug our shoulders, let all that tension release. And relax, shake it out. Hands can go on your lap, on your hips, by your sides, whatever's gonna work for you. And we're gonna take it to some core stabilization. So I'm gonna put my hands on my hips because it's gonna help me feel where my hip bones are. And we're gonna do pelvic tilts from this seated position. So you're staying seated, and I want you to think about pulling your tailbone forward and then sitting up nice and tall. So your hip bones are gonna, if your hip bones are like a bowl and they're holding soup, you're gonna pour the bowl backwards, pull the tailbone forward, and then reset. This is gonna activate through the deep layers of the core, the low abs, as you're sitting. Lots of ways to activate the core just during our daily life in a seated position. This is one of them. Got it. So just tipping that bowl backwards and then resetting. Sharp pull in with the belly button, push forward with the tailbone, and then reset. And when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine, sit nice and tall. Pull, we're gonna take it to our single leg stretch. So pull your right knee towards your chest. The left leg can stay planted on the ground, and then you're gonna switch. Right foot down, left knee pulls to your chest. So when you pull your knee to your chest, give yourself a hug around the shins, wrap your hands around the shins. Feel a nice stretch through the back of the leg, and then we reset. We take this at a relatively quick pace here. You can choose how quick is quick. And every time the knee comes up, we're pulling the belly button in, we're activating through the core here. And then when we release, if we release nice and intentionally, instead of just letting gravity do all the work, our core stays engaged through that process as well. And in 3, 2, 1, set those feet flat down on the ground, sit nice and tall. And now we're gonna take it to high knees or knee lifts, one at a time. So this time, our hands don't wrap our shins and hug into our chest. We just lift the right knee up towards the ceiling, set it down, lift the left knee up towards the ceiling, set it down. So now we've worked on that ab engagement. Think about that ab engagement as we go through here. Pulling your belly button in sharp to lift the knee and then releasing to lower it. Sitting nice and tall, good posture as you do it. The more you pull your belly button in towards your spine, the less you'll feel this in your hip flexors. You can always use your hands to assist in getting the thigh up. We're just not hugging to our chest this time around. Now, if you'd like, you can stay here, or we can take it double time. So you can keep alternating or hold on to something. For stabilization, I'm gonna hold on to the base of my chair because I don't have arms on my chair. And then you're gonna lift your knees towards your chest, and then you're gonna set your feet back down. So when you lift your knees towards your chest, you might have to hinge backward a little bit. Activate the full ab wall. Let those knees softly fall back to the ground. Again, always opportunity to, or the option to alternate. As the knees lift towards the chest and then drop back down. Ab really fired up. Ab wall. All right, both feet come flat down to the floor. Shake it out if you need. Woo! All right, we're gonna take it to a seated twist next. So you choose what you want to do with your arms. You can do those cactus goalpost arms we talked about earlier, or you can use your hands to assist in the twist. So I'm gonna give myself cactus goalpost arms. So elbows outside the shoulders, arms bent to an L shape, palms forward, fingertips up. And I'm gonna twist my torso, my chest, my nose to the left. Come back through center, twist everything to the right. Come back through center. Trying to keep the hips facing forward, keeping this movement just in the upper body and the torso. Wringing out the abs like a washcloth, activating through the obliques, the side abs, waking them up a little bit with the side-to-side movement. You got it. And when you're ready, you can set your arms down by your side, and you have the option to put your palms on your lap as well. And we're gonna go into different posture holds. So I want you to sit how you normally sit. So maybe that's slouching a little bit, maybe your shoulders are kind of caved in, whatever that is for you. And then we're gonna pull and zip that up into good posture. So from here, I want you to roll your shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Sit tall, shoulders stacked over the hips, belly button pulled into spine. Lift through the crown of the head towards the ceiling, nice and tall. And breathe here for a few breaths in this perfect posture. And in 3, 2, 1, release how you would normally sit. Maybe a little bit curve in the spine, maybe the shoulders come forward a little bit. Wiggle, whatever it looks like for you is fine. And then we'll get back into our posture hold in 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders down and back, sit nice and tall. Shoulders stacked over the hips, belly button pulled into spine, crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling. Nice and proud. Taking nice deep breaths. And release, shake it out. Get back into your typical stand or sitting posture. And we're gonna get to that one more time. On your next inhale, we get into our good posture. Shoulders roll down and back, away from the ears. Shoulders stacked over the hips, belly button pulled into the spine, nose forward. Breathe. And relax, shake it out. We're gonna get into some pushing and pulling movement. So I want your hands in front of your chest, palms face forward, fingertips can point up for now. And we're gonna push our arms forward so that they're extended as long as they can in front of the shoulders. And then I want you to take an imaginary rope in your hands, so your hands come into fists. And then I want you to pull the elbows back towards the ribs. Elbows end up pointing behind you as your forearms kind of hug the outside of the ribs. So push, arms forward, palms forward in front of the shoulders. Grab your imaginary rope, pull it back to your rib cage. Think about squeezing through the biceps as you pull. Think about pushing. Energy through the palms as you push your hands away from you. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades as you pull back, and then letting the shoulder blades separate as you push. Keeping good posture here, shoulders stacked over the hips, shoulders drawn down and back away from the ears. And now we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna reach overhead, hands reach up overhead, grab your imaginary rope, pull it down, hands come outside your hips. Reach up to the ceiling, pull that imaginary rope down by the hips. When your hands reach up to the ceiling, they can face in, fingertips up, and then imaginary fists pull an imaginary rope down outside each hip. Activating through the upper body, upper back. And in 3, 2, 1, shake that all out. I'm gonna get a drink. Feel free to get a drink. We're gonna move into an upper body focused flow. All right, sit nice and tall. We're gonna do some overhead arm raises. So I want you to find that perfect posture we practiced a little bit ago, shoulders stacked over the hips. I want you to reach your right arm overhead, let it come down, reach your left arm over your head, let it come down. So when it comes down, it can come down outside your hip, it can go onto your lap. Shoulder mobility here. And with holding your perfect posture, we're just adding a little bit of extra mental work into this. Belly button pulls into spine, shoulder blades stay down and relaxed. So even as you reach your fingertips up, I want your shoulder blades to stay down. I don't want them to hike up. I don't want them to feel tension. Keep them relaxed as your arms alternate reaching up and down. Finish out your sides, and then we're gonna take it to both. Both arms reach up to the ceiling, both arms reach down. So you don't need that pulling motion anymore. You just reach up, reach down outside the hips, or rest your hands on your lap. Focus here is getting the shoulders to stay relaxed even with that reach up. They're gonna wanna shrug up. Don't let them shrug up. The reach comes through the fingertips. It does not come from the shoulders. Keeping that belly button pulled into your spine, shoulders stacked over the hips. And arms come back by your sides, shake out your shoulders, your arms if you need to. And we're gonna take it to bicep curls. So arms start outside the hips and palms face you. If you have weights nearby and you wanna use them, you can, but I'm not using any today. Go ahead and take your hands in fists and bend your right elbow as the palm of your right hand comes towards the front of your right shoulder. Set it back down by your side and switch left arm. So palm faces the outside of the thigh at the bottom, palm rotates and comes to the front of the shoulder at the top. Think about exhaling to curl. Inhaling to release. Think about that perfect posture. Belly button pulled into spine, shoulders nice and long. For more of a challenge, the further your elbows come away from you, so coming out from underneath the shoulders, coming forward slightly, you'll get more work through those biceps, a little bit more shoulders. And now we're gonna take it double time, both arms. Curl and release. Curl and release. Keeping your good posture, belly button pulled into your spine. And in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna alternate toe taps as we reach forward. So right toe taps forward, left arm is gonna reach forward, reset, switch sides. So left toes tap forward, right arm reaches forward, reset, switch sides. Trying to maintain stabilization here with our good posture, flat back, head in line with your spine. Opposite arm and opposite leg giving us a balanced challenge, sitting upright, core engaged. Opposite toe reaches forward as opposite arm reaches forward at shoulder height, switch, and keep switching. You've got it. All right, sitting nice and tall. And we're gonna take it to a chest opener. I want you to reach your hands back behind you. You may have to scooch forward in your chair if you're sitting all the way back. Reach your hands behind you. If you can clasp them together behind your back, feel free to do so. Whether you have them clasped or not, extend those arms as far back as you can. Reach them up from the low diagonal to open up through the chest and shoulders. Puff your chest out, roll the shoulders back, reach long. And release that. We're gonna come back to our cactus goalpost arms. So elbows outside the shoulders, palms forward, fingertips up, L shape in the arms. And we're gonna push our arms straight to the ceiling, right over the shoulders, and then let those elbows come back outside the shoulders. For shoulder mobility, it's okay if when those elbows come outside the shoulders, they're like an inch or two ahead of the line of the shoulders. Easier on the shoulder joints. Same movement. So we're working on shoulders here. Arms are involved as well, so they're gonna feel it as well. Think about that posture again. Bring your attention back to it. Is your belly button pulled in? Is your head long? Fine, long, head to the ceiling, crown of the head to the ceiling, nose forward, belly button pulled in, core engaged. And now we're gonna take it to the letter Y. So hands are gonna go up over your head, over the shoulders, palms face forward, fingertips up. And then I want you to just widen your hands an inch or two. And from here, squeeze your shoulder blades together and then release. So when you squeeze your shoulder blades together, your arms don't move very much. They might move back an inch or so. The movement is in the shoulder blades. The arms up is just adding that extra spice. Pull your belly button in. I found mine slipping. And now take your arms to a T shape and keep that squeeze going. Release, squeeze, release. Upper back, working here, doing the most. If you ever need to take a break and come back into it, you can. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! Let those arms come down by your sides. Nice job, that was so tough. 1, shake your shoulders out. We're gonna take it to thigh push-ups, and we're gonna do them for our triceps. So what that means is hands on your thighs, palms down, fingertips forward. I want your elbows tucked in as close towards the ribs as you can get them. And you're going to keep a flat back, belly button pulled in. As you bend your arms, you're gonna hinge forward from the waist, chest comes towards the thighs. And then I want the lift to come all from the palms. So push the palms down into the ground to lift your entire torso back up, shoulders stacked over the hips. So lower, elbows bend, tucked in towards the ribs. Keep the elbows tucked in as narrow as you can as you push through the palms and sit nice and tall, shoulders stacked over hips. Tricep, back of the upper arm. You got it. Think about exhaling the push through the palms, inhaling as you hinge forward. And on your next one, stay tall. Sit tall, shoulders stacked over your hips. And we're gonna take it to a seated crunch. So you can either put your hands behind your head, elbows wide, or you can take your hands across your chest, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. I want you to crunch through your abs, pull your belly button in so that you are doing a crunch. So think if you're on the ground, your shoulder blades lift. That's what we're doing here. So you're gonna crunch, shoulder blades come forward, upper abs pull in, and then you sit back up nice and tall, shoulders stacked over those hips. Pulling the abs in, upper abs crunch to get that arc of the shoulders to come forward. Your nose will end up pointing down as you crunch through the upper abs and then back up. So it's not a huge movement. You've got it. And 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Woo. You can wiggle out your shoulders, your chest. We're gonna take some movements down to the low abs and low body. Our upper body has done quite a bit of work at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and extend our legs straight on the ground. So your feet might have to come further away from you. Feet can still be flat on the ground, toes relatively pointed. And we're gonna do one leg at a time with a leg lift, keeping the leg straight. So right leg lifts off the ground, maybe just an inch, lowers, left leg lifts off the ground, just an inch or so, and then lowers. So when you're doing this, you're activating through the thighs. You're also activating through the abs here. Low abs work when low body is moving. Taking a nice deep breath as you alternate. Legs only have to lift about an inch or so. And you'll feel that contraction through low body, low abs. The sharper your belly button pulls into the spine, the more it comes out of the hips and into the abs, and that's what we're looking for here. Option to take it double time. So you can stay where you are alternating, or you can hold on to something, the arms of your chairs or the base, and lift the legs, lower. Both at the same time. Lift and lower, keeping the core open, zipped in. You got it. You might have to hinge back, lean back a little bit as you lift those legs, balancing almost on the tailbone here. Ab wall fired up. You got it. In 3, 2, 1, rest those feet back down. You can bring your feet right back underneath those knees. Nice bend in the knees, flat feet. And we're gonna do our calf scoops or our hamstring scoops. So right heel is gonna tap on the ground, right leg extended long, so it taps forward, and then take your hands, reach them down towards the right heel or toes, and then sit nice and tall, and switch. Left heel taps on the ground, left leg extended, reach your hands towards your left heel, come back up, reset, and switch. So when we're doing these here, we're stretching through the back of the legs, the hamstrings, all the way through the back of the calves. With our toes up and our heel down, we're stretching further through the back side of the leg. You got it. Just taking your time here, alternating. Now I want you to think while you're doing this, keep doing it. And now I want you to think about hinging forward with a flat back. So keep your belly button pulled in, try not to round at the spine. You might not reach as far here. And that's gonna keep the core engaged, keep the back flat. See how that changes the movement through the body. And when you're ready, sit up nice and tall, good posture, feet flat. And then I want you to take your knees bent with your feet flat. I want heels together and then toes apart. So feet are still flat on the floor. I want your heels, the inner edges of your heels connected and your toes apart. So you could slide a piece of pie in between your feet. From here, you can take your hands and push them down on your thighs to add more resistance as we do our calf raises. So heels are gonna lift off the ground. That means the heels will separate and then you'll drop them back down to the ground. So option here is to push your palms down into your thighs to create more resistance for the calves to lift and lower. This is ankle mobility. With our heels together, toes apart, this is a little bit more inner outer thighs, inner outer hips than standard tops and backs of the thighs. You got it. Let those heels separate at the top. Big range of motion with our calf raises. Feel that ankle mobility. Now we're gonna pause, keep your feet flat to the floor, keep those heels together, toes apart, and now we're gonna do one at a time. Right heel lifts, lowers, left heel lifts, lowers. Think about pushing down through the thighs again, palms down. Now, I want you to take your feet hip width apart in parallel, toes forward so your heels are no longer connected. And we calf raise right and then left. Again, always that option to push down with the palm. Every push down of the palm, feel your abs also connect. Belly button pulls into your spine. Feel that extra ab contraction. We're focusing on using the abs with everything we do today. Right and left. And option to take it double time. Both heels lift and lower. In your parallel calf raise. Belly button stays pulled in. Nose stays forward. And 3, 2, 1. Set those feet flat down. Now, I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together like one long leg. So now your feet, the inner edges of your feet are touching, your knees are squeezing together, your thighs are squeezing together. Your hands could be on your hips. They can hold on to something for balance. They can be on your lap, whatever's gonna work for you. Sit nice and tall, and I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together with as much might as you can. Hold for about 3 seconds. Full breath cycle and then release, keeping your legs together, but you just release the squeeze. So squeeze with lots of energy, thighs together, and then you release the squeeze, keeping the legs together. So think about taking a full deep breath, inhaling and exhaling as you hold, and then when you're ending that breath cycle, you can release for a breath cycle. Your next breath cycle, you get back into it. Squeeze and hold and release. Inner thighs doing work for us here. Maybe as you squeeze the inner thighs together, you squeeze the glutes. Doing this with your breath cycle. Squeeze as you inhale, hold, exhale, release, take a breath, recalibrate, and then get back into it. And go ahead and release. I want you to then straighten your legs and then take them wider than the hips. Heels touch the ground, toes are lifted. The legs are straight, heels ground, toes lifted. You can hold on to something for support here, the base of your seat or the arms of your chair. And you are going to, keeping the legs straight, lift the right leg an inch off the ground, lower, lift the left leg an inch off the ground and lower. Right and left. Breathing as you go through, belly button pulled into your spine. Option to take it double time. This is very difficult, very challenging. So be graceful with yourself here. Give yourself grace. And option, both heels lift to hover and release. You might have to hinge back in your seat, kind of balance on your tailbone if you do take this option. Always the option to alternate. Low abs working, doing the most here. If you need to take a soft bend in the knees, you can. and release. Nice job. Take your feet back flat to the floor, underneath the knees, knees nice and bent, good posture. I want you to either take your hands behind your head, elbows wide, or opposite hand to opposite shoulder in front of you, in front of your chest. From here, you're gonna have your belly button pulled into your spine. I want your back to stay flat the entire time. We're gonna do our good mornings. So imagine pushing the hips back while you're still seated, hinging forward at the waist, bringing your chest towards the thighs, keeping your flat back. Don't let it round. And then all the way back up, shoulders stacked over hips. So think about those thigh push-ups that we did. This time we're doing it without the assistance of the hands, the arms, the back. They are not pushing us up through the power of the thighs, the palms. We are doing that just with the core. The core is fully stabilizing us, allowing our spine to stay straight and flat, head in line with the spine as we hinge forward and then back up to starting. As you do these good mornings, you'll feel a stretch through the glutes, maybe the back of the upper legs. There's a lot of core work involved here. And depending on your arm position, some work, some heat through the upper body as well. Keep the belly button pulled in. I want your back to be so flat, no curve, as you hinge forward and up. And finally, on your next time up, release your arms by your sides. Take a deep breath. We're gonna come into a forward fold, give us a little bit of relief before we continue. So go ahead, reach your hands towards your toes, fold in half, bring your chest towards your lap, maybe even resting on your lap, and stretch out through the backs of the legs, and just breathe here, catch your breath. We have an oblique section coming up next. And when you're ready, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We go into our oblique side abs, and we get them fired up. We're gonna start with our oblique twists or core twists. So this is your option again to do cactus arms, hands on your hips, or if you have arms on your chair or the back of your chair, you can hold on to that to assist. Doing this with control, not forcing anything. I want the movement and contraction to come from the abs twisting. So if you are holding on to something for assistance, I don't want you pulling with those arms, but just maybe giving yourself a touch point, a base of movement. So we're twisting our core to the right, nose points right, chest points right, release through center and switch. So again, this is with control. This is not a stretch. This is a core activation exercise. So we're not going to be holding on to something to help us twist. Our abs are going to do the twist for us. So I'm going to be in cactus goalpost arms, so I'm not tempted to pull myself. And chest and nose point right, come through center, point left, come through center. You want your hips, lower body to be as still as possible. If the hips are twisting, that's some of the strength work coming out of the abs, and the hips are just trying to relieve that a little bit. They're trying to be nice to us, but we're not gonna let it happen. We're trying to keep that isolation of the obliques. We're wringing out our abs like a washcloth. And go ahead and release. Take your hands by your sides. We're gonna take it to our wood chops. So I want you to take your hands and reach them up over your right shoulder. And then you're gonna reach those hands, slash them down to the diagonal outside the left hip. Then we switch. Reach your hands over your left shoulder, slash them down outside the right hip. And switch. Over the right shoulder, outside the left hip, over the left shoulder, outside the right hip. We're getting a nice twist. When we're crossing the midline of the body, that's when the obliques are involved. That's what we're targeting. Side abs. Over one shoulder, outside the opposite hip. Nice, sharp movement. Remember to keep the lower body still. The more the lower body wiggles, the more work is coming out of the abs. Lower body's trying to give relief. Don't let it. And let your arms come by your sides. We're gonna do some side bends, loosen up a little bit before we keep going. So your left hand can come to your hip or rest on your lap or arm of your chair. Right hand starts by your side. Reach out to the side, up overhead, and then bend, reaching it up and over to the left. Come through center, switch. Right hand, right hip or thigh or arm of your chair. Left hand reaches out and up over the head to the right. Come back through center and switch. Breathing as you go. Nice stretch through the side body. All right, when you're ready, hands can come back down by your sides. Instead of focusing on the stretch now, we're gonna focus on the crunch that comes with that movement. So you can take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. If your upper body is tired, you can always have your arms long by your sides. And we're gonna do a side crunch, side to side. So think of your upper body being squished between two panes, two window panes, or between the door, two doors, and you can only move left to right. So if your hands are behind your head, elbows wide, right elbow dips right, come back through center, left elbow dips left, come back through center, or down. So you're really tipping yourself over like a teapot. Out the sides. Think about crunching through the side abs. So right elbow reaches down, right side abs are crunching, getting you that activation. If your arms are down long by your side, that just means this is a penguin. If you're familiar with our penguins, you're reaching your fingertips towards the ground, dropping the shoulder, coming through center, switching side. You got it. And in 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna take it to a different type of side crunch. This is gonna be our side crunches that we would standard do on the ground. So hands can go behind the head, elbows wide, or hands can go across the chest, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. And you're going to hinge forward. I want you to bring your chest towards your right knee. And then come back up through center, chest towards left knee. Come back up through center. So we are going forward and back this time, as well as we're off to an angle. Instead of going straight down and up, we are twisting towards one of our thighs, one of our knees. Job. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, shake it out, sit tall. We're gonna go into our beloved seated figure 8 hands or infinity symbol hands. So I want you to take your hands and clasp them together. You can intertwine your fingers, you can hold your hands together, whatever's gonna work for you. And I want you to take those hands, clasp together, and reach them in front of you, in front of the right shoulder, extended long as you can. And then you're going to keep them extended long, and you're going to drop them down in front of the left hip. So you went to a diagonal, and then you're going to lift them in front of the left shoulder, down to the right hip. So we're drawing an infinity symbol or an X, a sideways figure 8, with our arms still staying strong through the core. So opposite hip to opposite shoulder, or opposite shoulder to opposite hip. And then you repeat on the other side, making a nice rounded position. So right shoulder, left hip, left shoulder, right hip, keeping those hands connected. And when you're ready, we're gonna reverse directions. So we are gonna take it from the left hip to the right shoulder, and then left shoulder to right hip. So left hip, right shoulder, right hip. Just reverse your direction. This is more for the brain here for me. Trying to make sure I got it right. Try to keep that lower body still. And in 3, 2, 1, let your hands rest down by your side. Sit tall. We take it to our high knee core twist. So I want you to lift your right knee up, and then I want you to take your left elbow and reach it across the body towards the right knee. Come back through center, switch sides. Left knee up, right elbow towards left knee. Come back through center, switching, alternating. You're getting a twist through the core. The knees go straight up and down. The core is twisting side to side. The elbow and knee do not have to touch. So just going, elbow is just going towards the knee here. Think about pulling your belly button in sharp to your spine to take the work out of the hip flexors into the abs. And when you're ready, release. Now we're gonna do some leg lifts, alternating. So you can choose here. If you want your legs bent, if you want them like halfway between bent and straight, or you want them straight. So you choose if your feet are underneath your knees, if you step them out wider or further away from the body, or all the way. You choose. You choose your challenge. The further away the feet come from the body, the more challenging this is going to be for the core. Hold on to something for balance. I'm holding on to the base of my seat. And a right foot lifts off the ground an inch. Hold. Release. Left foot lifts off the ground an inch. Hold. Release. When I say an inch, mine was more like 6 inches. That's okay. Lift. Hold. Release. Alternating right and then left. You got it. And this transitions us into flutter kicks. So hold on to something for balance, and now we're gonna do both legs hovering. Right leg and left leg both hover. One goes higher than the other, and then they switch, 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 switch. You can have your legs bent as close to you as you want, both feet off the ground at the same time. If you are having your legs out straight, you're gonna have to hinge back. Activate the full ab wall, bouncing on the tailbone a little bit. 3, 2, 1, rise. Nice job, everybody. Get a drink, shake it out. It's time to stretch. I'm gonna get a drink. I got a drink, and now we stretch. Nice job, everybody. That was a lot of focus on the core, so good job. No small feet. Go ahead and sit nice and tall. Feet flat on the floor, underneath the knees, hands on your thighs. We're gonna take it to our cat-cow. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll your shoulders forward, push your spine back, and we're exhaling on our cat. And then we inhale on our cow, belly forward, shoulders roll back, nose points forward. Take your time with this and move through it with your breath. You've got it. Think about exhaling for cat, pushing the spine back, tucking the chin to the chest, inhaling for cow. Shoulders roll down and back, nose points forward. And when you're ready, go ahead and wiggle that out a little bit. We're gonna take it to our side stretch. This time we're gonna hold it. So left hand can be on your hip or it could be on your lap. Right arm long down by your side. Nice big inhale, reach the arm out to the side, up over the head. Exhale as you side bend, right arm up and over to the left, stretching through the entire right side of the body, from right fingertips all the way down the right arm, past the right shoulder and ribs to the right hip. Breathing here. And when you're ready, you can drop your right arm down, take it to your left. So right hand to your hip or your arm of your chair or your lap. Left arm reaches up and over the head. Exhale as you bend. Left arm over towards the right, overhead. Feel it stretch side body through the left side. Left pinky all the way down the left side of the arm, past the ribs to the left hip. Breathe. And go ahead and release, arms down long by your sides. I want you to take your arms and let them hang heavy outside your hips. Maybe you have to hinge or come forward in your chair a little bit to allow that to happen, especially if your chair has arms. And energetically reaching your right fingertips down, pulling your right shoulder away from your body, away from your neck, letting it hang heavy. Bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. And feel that stretch through the right side of the neck. With the right shoulder hanging heavy, it gets a little bit deeper into the stretch. And hold here. When you're ready, release. Left arm goes long outside the left hip. Hang heavy, fingertips point down. And let that right ear come towards the right shoulder, feeling that stretch through the left side of the neck. Letting the left shoulder really lower, allow extra space between the neck and the shoulder to increase that stretch. And come back through center, maybe shake your shoulders a little bit. And we're gonna take our feet flat to the floor underneath our knees and forward fold. Reach your fingertips down towards the ground, chest comes towards your knees, folding yourself in half. Let your head hang heavy. If it feels good, you can then take your feet and walk them wider than the hips, taking it to a wide-legged forward fold, moving the stretch to also hit the inner outer thighs, hips, glutes. Releasing the shoulders. And then walk those hands back up, sit nice and tall. We are going to finish the same way we started, sitting nice and tall, arms by your sides. I want you to inhale as you sweep your arms out to the sides, up over the head, hold for a moment at the top, and then exhale, let the arms float back down by your sides. Think about pulling your core into this as we do. Inhaling, arms reach, belly pulls in, exhaling, letting those arms float by our sides, releasing the abs a little bit here. Breathing at your own pace with the arms. And on your next one, keep the arms down by your sides and take a couple deep breaths just for you. In through the nose, pausing, and then out through the mouth when you're ready. Moving at your pace. Okay, one last big inhale for yourself. And the big exhale through the mouth. I'm going to stop our recording here.